According to a recent report from NPR's Ron Elving, even though the media is focused solely pretty much on the Democrats being in disarray, which they are, Elving says that behind the scenes, the Republican Party is in just as bad, if not worse shape than the Republican Party. And the thing that is tearing Republicans apart, again, behind the scenes, is loyalty to Donald Trump. Elving says that you have some moderate Republicans in Congress, in the House and Senate, who are growing increasingly concerned over the fact that Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy continues to cater to the crazies of the Republican Party. Your Lauren Boeberts, your Marjorie Taylor Greenes, your Louis Gohmerts, your Paul Gosars, and not enough to actually work with the moderate, normal members of the Republican Party. And again, I use air quotes for normal there because there's no good Republicans, and none of them are normal by any stretch, right? These are people who pretty much have consistently voted against anything the Democrats have done, even though they're totally allies with them on the issue of, taking down Donald Trump. When it comes to policy issues, they all believe the same thing. And that's why, actually, we do not see as much fracture of the Republican Party on the surface, because they all appear to be united when it comes time to vote for things. Obviously, the infrastructure bill, the Republicans who voted in favor of that is an exception. That is not the rule. But other than that, they've pretty much been unified in all their votes this year. So it's behind the scenes where you do have the moderates, where you have the people who might be evil, but they're not crazy. I guess that's the best way to describe it. They're still terrible, but they're not insane like the people you see making all the headlines these days. Again, your Greenes, your Boeberts, your Gosars, your Gateses, Gohmerts, all those people. So it's creating fractures within the party, according to this new report from NPR. The question is, does it matter? Right? I know we can talk all day long about, oh no, they're in disarray too. But again, all of their problems are manifesting below the surface, whereas all the ones with the Democrats, they're wearing it on their sleeves. And the public sees that. The public understands it. They can look at the news, they can look at everything and say, oh wow, the Democrats don't look like they're doing too well. But when they look at the Republicans, they don't always see that. Sure, they'll see stories that, oh, Liz Cheney isn't recognized as a Republican, in Wyoming anymore. Oh, 10 Republicans, 15 Republicans, whatever it was, voted for the infrastructure bill. Great. They don't see the fractures. So again, it makes me wonder, what good do stories like this do? These stories, and it's a good story. I'm not trying to, downplay anything that Ron Elving put together here for NPR. Everything he says, I fully think is accurate. The problem is the Republicans are much better at hiding it. So they can be in disarray, right? They can have these internal feuds because they're not boiling over into public. And that's how they convince people that they are the party that's a little more responsible. The party that, we're not fighting with each other the way the Democrats are, the way Bernie Sanders and Joe Manchin are going after one another. They're just not doing it in public. They're not doing it on social media. They're not doing it in the actual media. They're doing it behind closed doors where none of them apparently are able to get along. So I guess the point of a story like this is to let people finally get a glimpse into the fact that it is happening. That there are a lot of Republicans who are not happy about the party bowing down to Donald Trump and becoming the Trump party. The problem they have is that they've waited too long to get pissed off about that. If you wanted to make that move, if you wanted to make those statements, you should have done it on January 21st. Anything beyond that, and you lost time, and the Republican Party has already become the party of Trump, no matter how mad you get about it behind the scenes. If you can't get enough Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to subscribe to our channel for fresh video content 7 days a week. And for even more from me, you can follow me on all social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @FairandBalanced.